Because no one asked. Or many people asked, but we didn't want to.
I asked.
Because fucking Min would not be denied his 3rd birthday.
My 3rd birthday.
Happy birthday to mitochondria. 1998 was part 1, and part 2 was 2000.
Yeah.
1999. So
11 years old.
Yeah. So this must have been super exciting when they announced it.
For me, it was.
A huge deal, right?
For me, it was.
And then you finished it, and everyone stopped being excited, but you got super excited.
I love it. I fucking love this game. You know, in one of the recent video that we made, I said that I had shitty opinion. This is one of them. This is one of the fucking shitty opinions.
So even before we entered your sphere, how many times have you had to defend your choices here with other people?
A lot, but not as much as DMC2, I guess. I liked it so much. I spent 89 hours total so far, and I did the 10 playthroughs.
Of course you did.
I played 10 playthroughs. I finished this game 10 times.
Oh my god. Min's currency is just like hours on the save file.
I'm gonna tell you right now, 90% of what you know from the previous game doesn't matter.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
Like you would make a little bit like refreshment.
Yeah.
It didn't matter much.
Because I remember the whole world was like, what was going on? And then the government was like, nothing. It was a bunch of nuclear terrorists, and we're gonna Men in Black up the people and hide the whole situation. But never mind, because the Clyphod is growing, and apparently Redgrave City is under attack.
It's called a twister in this game. The twisted. That's why you see it twisted so much.
Oh, like that really just is full-on Clyphod. You're not a villain in disguise.
Sir, my mission?
You've got the Itachi lines. How are you gonna take orders from a boss that has the fucking Itachi lines? This is bullshit immediately. I'm calling it.
Okay, so do you understand that we are in the past right now?
Yes, you're in a memory.
Yes.
Now you are overdriving into monsters while...
Overdiving into soldiers. I just entered the soldiers right now.
Mind Jack! Oh boy.
I can go
No one told me about the Mind Jack.
No one told you about anything. You don't know anything about this game.
Holy shit.
Right? You don't know anything about this game right now.
So you can jump body to body here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
it looked like you overdrived into the monster.
Yeah, that's a special ability. When they're weak, I can overdive to make it like explode for the within.
And AoE.
So right now I look like Aya, right? But in reality, that's because that's a visually for us.
Yeah, you're actually possessing.
But I'm actually the soldier right now.
The soldier.
And remember Liberation from the first game?
I remember the name of the ability, but I don't remember what the ability did.
Like she goes into the devil trigger form.
Mitochondria form?
Yeah.
Sure.
So in this game, it's kind of the same thing too. Because it's the second game she doesn't do it.
Okay.
Because she lost the power. But
okay.
Here, I'm using it now.
Frustration is getting bigger. Bang, bang. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. All of this DNA inside my head. Did you use it?
Yeah.
That was so fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it now again. It's tutorial, so I can use it a lot.
So you just kind of zip around.
Yeah,
So it's a really like...
I'm not playing safe right now.
Yeah, but like, did her model change in the previous game in part 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has wings, like angel wings.
Yeah. So here she's just glowing. That's not as cool. Upgraded from a cop just trying to do her beat to now a military mind jacker. But you're looking good in them new ripped threads, though. Your fashion game on point, even though everyone dying around you. Inappropriate for a war zone. But hey.
Appropriate for visual.
For Min.
For me, yes.
Alright.
Alright, so this is the CTI headquarters.
Yeah, clearly. And everyone's chilling and billing and doing their thing. Chillaxing, one might say, in the modern parlance. Now, I have to say, for someone who is locked up in an observational tank lab, jail cell, whatever you want to call it, she's got fresh-ass Forever 21 duds that I'm quite surprised that she's rocking, and it's almost like her daily delivery of clean-ass fashion is the only thing that she's getting while being otherwise abandoned in her empty-ass jail cell.
Yo, it's a Nomura game. It needs to, she needs to look good.
Even the prisoners neglected and possibly abused.
She was not a prisoner per se. She was
okay,
just observation,
even the guinea pigs that we've run through the tests to figure out if you're even human or not have got to look super duper avant-garde. That sucks.
Okay, look, you hear that? Every time I talk to her, to somebody, she makes a moan.
I noticed. Yeah. Why does it sound like she's getting hit every time she says something?
So, for cheat codes is that...
Oh my god, I can feel the costumes from here. I can feel the costume changes, dude. Of course there's costume changes.
Of course there's costume changes.
Hold on. Are any of them police uniform?
No. Sorry.
Because I will right now tell you to put that on.
No, but first of all, I have to unlock them. Okay. And also, did you know that with the costume, it's more like fan service costume. So I'm sorry for you.
Of course.
But also, like when you get damaged, the costume get also ripped off.
Oh.
So you can
battle damage. Brea.
She can be like down to her panties.
Wow. Aren't we fucking?
Oh yeah.
Playing Nier Automata.
One of the cool thing about this game is that there's a lot of flavor text. Like you can read.
This will wet your whistle after trading. Who the fuck says that? Old ass Breakowski says it.
Let's get out of here.
That's extraordinarily.
Let's go to the locker room.
That's really. I hate that noise. I really don't like that. Let's go, White Eider.
Okay.
Look at that. Serving looks, and it's actually giving you protection.
Yes, it does.
Oh my god, the fashion in this game has its purposes. Wow. Okay. Now, Min.
Yo.
We are a solid maybe 2 episodes into this sumbitch, and there is yet to be a shower scene. What the fuck is happening?
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, now that you're asking for it, let's do it.
Oh, really? Because it wouldn't be a Parasite Eve if there wasn't a fucking gratuitous ass shower scene. Seconds from the intro. If not after a moment. I like showers. I can wash off my sweat and everything bad along with it.
Okay, so I'm not able. I don't think I'm able to shower now, but you are right.
Oh,
in the later.
God damn it.
Later.
So my guess as to what's happening is they're trying to recreate. They're trying to find out what happened on Christmas that led to the city, like getting all fucked up. Is what it seems.
Yeah, we were trying to stop the Babel, to stop the Twister.
But you're looking at the past.
Yes.
But you're not time traveling for real. You're just actually observing, like memories.
No, we are changing the past.
You're actively time traveling.
Yes.
That's stupid.
There you go. That's the first that stupid moment for you.
Last time we got this, it was in an opera house. It was quite a bit classier than a fucking.
But still bloody.
Than a rock concert. Also, can you stop like making those noises? Like, Jesus Christ, Aya. Uh-oh. I've seen anime before. I know where this goes.
You know where this goes, huh?
Min.
It doesn't go where you think it goes. Because you see naked ladies.
Okay, hold on a second. That machine allows Aya to literally time travel using
into the past.
Using her powers.
Yeah, you're sending your mind, your soul into a past person that was living in the past.
I mean, neomitochondria. Oh, so that was what the girl you possessed got googled.
Yeah, and she's dead. She's dead.
I am gonna need to see the documentation about the time travel device, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
When you get the chance. I mean, shit, dog.
I mean,
that's a big one to just drop on my plate and say eat up. Like,
no, it's not available.
I brought a knife and fork. Like, I came to eat, but you gotta tell me what I'm getting into here. Like, you gotta.
I don't think it's available yet. So.
Okay, well, do your thing.
Yeah, do your thing.
Wow.
All right, back.
That is not what I thought was happening at all. Like,
so I really knew nothing about this game.
I thought
that's why it's so interesting to have you on board.
Oh my god! I thought like
skip this.
I thought like the situation got fucked, right? And basically their job was to find the source of what caused it, and so Aya was like using mitochondrial memories. Okay, dude.
Yo,
these are actively the worst barks.
Like you mean the in-betweens?
The sound of her hopping over cover is her going,
She's gonna do all sort of moaning. This is a fan service game. You should know by now. You know by now.
Jesus fuck, man. It's like, we get it. Either playing tennis or straight up porn. We don't need it every 2 seconds, guys. So even if you switch into the body of someone who's perfectly healed, you don't get your clothes back?
No. You don't get your clothes back until your mission is over.
Why not?
Why not? Would you want it?
I mean, her damage is gone.
So you what? You have a sewing kit on you and you repair your clothes when you heal?
Yeah, we're debating the logistics of mind-jacking army soldiers, Min. That's fun.
How do I repair it? Ah, there you go.
Oh, you have to spend BP to heal your shit.
To repair your shit.
And does it actually drop your life? It
doesn't affect your life, no.
Okay, so the repairing costs BP,
just cosmetic,
but it's just aesthetics.
Yeah, I think so.
Holy shit! And you're using the same currency as your procs?
As my game, for the weapons.
That's madness. Why would you do that? That's insane.
There are DLC, right? This game has microtransaction DLC.
Well, we would never be able to find it because the hoops we had to jump through to even get it running are difficult enough. Like, this is a game that is on Vita TV, but you cannot go to the shop and purchase it because it is not listed on the actual shop. There's PlayStation Classics 1 and 2 on the shop. Third Birthday is not there. You have to buy it on a browser on the Sony website and then go to your download list and force it to install. This is barely Parasite Eve. I mean,
that's why it's the Third Birthday.
Yeah.
It's not a Parasite Eve game. Huh?
Right, the name is not Parasite Eve the Third Birthday. It's just the Third Birthday. Yeah. Because
in my opinion, this is a spin-off.
Right. I mean, it has a 3 in its title and it's highlighted in red, so it's trying to tell you something. It's trying to say something. You can't pretend it's not.
It's because they don't have the rights to use the name anymore. Also, you cannot call it Parasite Eve.
Because of the books?
I think so. Like, that's what I heard.
This was made without permission from the author?
Like, what I heard is that they cannot use the name Parasite Eve anymore. That's
oh my god, dude! I want to wiki look it up, but I know I'm gonna hit spoilers, so I won't.
But sir,
but
survivors.
Was this made like completely without the original author? Because if they don't have the rights to the name.
Look,
and they called this game The Third Birthday based on...
Did you see anything of mitochondria yet?
No.
And these monsters are twisted, not mitochondria stuff.
Oh my god, are you serious? Like, they actively are not allowed to address the original book plot? So what you just hard confirmed is basically no matter what happens in the story, we know it's not actually going to tie into anything we got from the previous games.
I did hard to confirm it.
Okay. You did not, you said?
I did not hard confirm it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you're telling me that this is essentially Dirge of Cerberus, like, that's one thing. But,
should I save him?
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're telling me that's Dirge of Cerberus, that's one thing, right? It's a spin-off taking place within the world we know. But if this is actually something more like Metal Gear Survive, where not only is it a spin-off, but
no
it is legally removed from the previous intellectual property for the sake of not incurring a lawsuit. That is a whole other problem, dude.
That's because okay, so I was out of ammo. Instead of her telling us, "Oh, out of ammo," she was,
Yeah. That's the noise.
That was the noise. That was me trying to shoot, but I was out of ammo.
Oh my god! I think I just pieced together something that.
Oh no.
Like, I'm not looking at anything on the screen. Okay. I'm just thinking about what you've been saying and doing, and how you've been treating this.
Okay.
And I think I just pieced together something already.
Okay.
I'm gonna take hard guesses, and I'm not gonna pat it and just be like, guess and fail until something turns out right. Because obviously, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but if you take 100% of the shots possible, you will land one on a hypothesis. I'm gonna put this out there.
Okay.
We are not using Aya. Maybe we are playing as Eve, grown up.
That's what you're thinking.
Possibly. I don't know. They look the same. They're clones. Just in time to start the counter. It's a breath. I'll let it slip. That's one. 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That was unbelievable! That was insane! What the fuck is this game, dude? Holy shit! Come on! Is that real? Are we seriously doing this? Oh my god! We get it! You want hard dicks! Like, we're trying to get your dick hard. Just making the poor girl moan instead of saying things? What are you doing? That is the worst I have ever seen it. I've never seen it that bad. Sometimes fighting games will have like barks and they'll have barks that are like sus, you know what I mean? Like, and like it'll be just a little bit like and you're like, all right, you're doing your thing, you know. But it's not like every 30 seconds, man. The entire last half of that cutscene, she did nothing but heavy breathe and go,
She did more than when I play.
Like, I remember when we were talking to Guy Sihi on the podcast, and he was describing how weird it was working with Konami. They wanted the sound of English voice actors, but they wanted them delivered with Japanese cadence.
Oh, yeah?
And that explains a lot of, like, stilted, awkward writing and sometimes stilted, awkward takes in certain games are the result of, like, a Japanese voice director kind of like not being a native speaker, but like wanting to have a certain sound. If this was a Japanese person speaking, it might sound a bit more natural because of just how the language works. But in English, we just don't speak this way.
I know.
You know? And now you fucking have like someone being told in a scene like that to just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. And it's like, okay, so you see the body and you get sad. And then just go, and then something appears in front of you, and then how do you react? So you're like, oh, do I say, oh my god, what is that? No. Do I say, holy shit? No. Do I say, oh, yeah, okay, a bit more like that, but higher pitched. Okay, more breathy, sharper. Okay, a little bit less. Can we just cut some porn into it? Just get some fucking porn in there as a placeholder. We have like 8 porn clips .wave. Just play porn4.wave and then loop it. Like, nailed it. But that wasn't me. That was actually just porn5.wave. Nailed it.
You know, you should not have made that sound. I bet somebody's gonna record you.
Oh, it's too late.
Too late.
Also, guess what, man?
Yeah.
We've been making the joke for years that, audio blackmail, don't make that noise. Someone's gonna use that, and no one's done shit. All right? We joked about Zone using our voice in some way. We've joked about all kinds of bullshit. The things we've said over the years, guess what? LOL, someone's gonna fucking... No one's done shit, man. Nothing comes from it. I can say the most incriminating shit ever, and nothing would happen because everyone's too much of a fucking coward to actually use my voice out of context in compromising positions. Now I've kind of fucked myself. Now that I've...
It sounded like, is that a challenge? Challenge accepted.
Now that I've pointed out that no one has done it, I've actually kind of possibly fucked myself, yes. Now I'm in trouble for real.
I think I was supposed to bounce these spinners into the enemy.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Like a spin fighter?
Spin fighter.
I appreciate culturally that Beyblade represents the spinning top of preference for the current generation. And by current, I mean actually like
the new.
The old, but the problem, Beyblades are old as fuck.
Well, I mean, did you play Beyblades?
I did not, but I remember when Blades, fuck me.
Was a thing for you?
I remember when Beyblades came out.
Okay.
They were not a thing for me. They were. I was I was older by that point.
I was older too. Too old for that.
But what I'm trying to say is, every time someone sees a spinning top somewhere, everyone goes, "Yeah, let's Beyblade."
No, wait up. Let's rip. Let's rip.
Who gives a shit, man? That's not the point.
Let it rip. Let it rip.
Yeah, I don't even care. That's not my point. My point is that I don't give a shit because when I see that spinning thing, I know what it really is a goddamn fucking Power Ranger spin fighter.
Oh.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers spin fighters. Spin fighters. Years before Beyblades were shit, you had Power Ranger spin fighters, and you'd have your fucking morphing icon, and you'd stick it, and you'd rip it, and then you'd drop it in the arena, and they'd battle. And the only difference was there was no anime kid telling you to do it. But technically, if you want to really go back, spinning top toys were a Japanese thing, where you grab a string and a piece of wood, and they actually were back in like the 60s and 70s. Kids would battle that way. I watched a video that was awesome about the two best champions
of
the original spin fighters, right? Yeah, and like these dudes are old. They're like, one dude was in his 60s and the other guy was in his 50s, and they were like, they had never fought, but there was a YouTube video about them meeting, and it was basically building up their unique histories. And what it was
right,
the champion of the Kanto region, right? The Tokyo champ had his original known, like he was the known best, and everyone would be like, this is the guy to beat, you can never touch him. But he always had heard wind of the Osaka champion in the Kansai region. And so the Kanto and the Kansai gods never fought each other, and they never really wanted to like find out who was the best because it seemed like they were both content to live on their thrones. But this documentary, this little show, breaks it down and goes, no, you've been living comfortably for too long. Now that you're in your prime, now that you're possibly past your prime, you guys are older in your years, we want to see what you can do. And I swear to God, when they meet up and there's like little kids are still learning how to do it, one of the first things he says after all business is like taken care of and they line up, he legitimately in real life says to the Osaka guy, show me your death throw style.
Because they named their fucking move.
Literally.
Right? Oh, nice.
Misete. Omae no death throw style. I was in. I was so in.
Oh my God, look at me.
Yeah. Time to spend that BP or don't.
Change clothes.
What the fuck is this, dude? What the fuck is this video game? She was a cop. She was a member of the police force.
I think to get the other outfit, I had to do the objective.
It's funny because you kind of just turned her into Asuka from Tekken when it was destroyed.
Yeah.
Short jacket, short shorts.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Except for the hair, the hair color.
Yeah, and half an ass cheek hanging out, but that's neither here nor there. She was a cop. I'm just gonna keep saying it.
What about the booty? I think like in the second game she has a big thick booty, right?
That's a particularly Caucasian posterior, man. It's
So she changed. She was different, right? Do you agree? In the second game, she was
like, if you're asking me for an answer,
oh, okay. You can't.
I'm not exactly grabbing a pen and paper and writing home about it. Okay, she's all weirded out by how you're staring at her. Can't you just tell her, like, hey, I watched you die? Is that?
No, because the only thing she can say is like,
What is it, girl? What is it? What are you staring at? What's the problem? Is it? Are you hungry? You need some food, Aya? We got food in the back. Is it food?
Alright, next mission.
Oh, it's a shower. She needs a shower.
She needs a shower.
Aya hasn't had a shower in a long time. She gets really cranky when she doesn't have her showers. We can't have her go on another mission. Okay, let's get her a shower. Let's take her out for a walk. Make sure to go make in the corner. I'll bring the plastic bags. All right. And when you're done doing your business and marking your territory, we'll put you on the next mission. How does that sound, girl? How does that sound?
Is that a yes or a no? Never mind.
Gabrielle, I need you. Be gentle.
Oh my God.
I don't want any wounds
She
or
knows.
scars.
That was really corny, bro.
I decided I would protect
Gabby.
You can't see my face, but I hope you can hear it. Jesus fuck.
What did you? Aya, what did you say? I can't hear him.
Are you fucking kidding me, guys? Are you serious?
Brea's family. That's what it sounded
She
like.
literally can't communicate
Huh. And
like
here
a
I
human
thought.
being. She's literally the only person like that. Like, Gabrielle is a little bit, like, flat in her delivery, but that's fine. Sometimes people are, not particularly expressive. That's okay. Aya can't fucking talk. Like, what is this weird thing? What is this? I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, but I've seen it in anime, and I recognize these grunts. I recognize these noises as things that the girl on the team makes. Sometimes it's the princess, other times it's, the damsel. I don't know, but I'm saying that her name is not Aya, it's
Oh, that's good.
Brea. And while there was no voice acting in the previous games, at no point was I under the impression that she was killing those monsters going.
Would you not prefer that she would be a silent protagonist, like Link or whatever?
God, at this fucking point, might as well be. These are the worst barks I've ever heard. They're terrible. It's fucking dog shit, dude. It's garbage. Like, it's super bad. I've never seen it this weird before. And this is the first time that, like, something I've known deep down and recognized, this is the first time I've ever, like, had it called out to my attention so blatantly. Literally, just lying down and sitting up in her bed, she has to go, like, I'm so frail and weak.
Okay, see that part here where you said frail and weak? That's one thing I don't like about her. Because I in the sense that Aya was a police officer, which you keep saying,
She was
right?
a cop!
She was amazing.
Brea
She was
Kowski.
brave. She was, like the brave person. Now she's like a little girl. She's like,
Fucking Brea Kowski was on the force going, hey, Prez Beluski, let me pop this son of a bitch. Hold me back. I swear to God, I'll cuff him. I'll make him wish his mother was never born. I swear to fucking God. Right?
Yeah,
Brea
right.
Kowski was whipping the taser out, swinging the baton, motherfuckers, for looking at them the wrong way. If you caught her on a good day, she was skimming off the top. She was talking to the drug dealers, and they were like, hey, yo, Brea Kowski, we're just trying to live. And she's just like, yeah, well, I got a fucking mortgage to pay. All right? Where's my fucking skim? And she would take a little pocket, and she'd fill a little bit up, right?
what's the payout? That's
She'd
the payout.
she'd fill her pockets up. She'd walk by, she'd see a brick of that good shit, right? She'd go, and she'd wet her fucking finger. She'd dip it in the fucking Coke, rub some of that shit under the gums, and be like, I'll be back tomorrow, you son of a bitch. She did what she had to. And then, right, she happened to be out in the desert. She was on her mission doing her thing. And then things got a little bit weird, and the goopy and the mitochondria and all that shit started happening again. And, you know, she got a little bit lonely, and she took a shower, and she was like, hey, you know what? I haven't had a piece of dick in a minute. I haven't had a piece of dick in a minute, huh? What is this guy? Fucking Kyle? What's your name? Bitch boy, get the fuck over here. All right, brick me off a piece of that. And Kyle's like, oh, I don't know if that's appropriate. I said, brick me off a piece of that. Get the fuck over here, Kyle. He's like, I remember my last time I had a piece of dick. It was 1964. Son of a bitch had a fucking afro. It was fresh off the Beatles days, and people didn't know what was what back then. Condoms, please. Don't make me laugh. You know, she's a grizzled ass fucking vet. She did what she had to do. Hard fast forward to 2011, and we got fucking J-pop Yuna noises because everybody loves a fucking victim. Am I going in a little bit hard? Yes, I am. But apparently the sound she makes sounds like she thinks that things are going in a little bit hard too. This is a fucking character assassination. You know what I mean?
Damn, dude.
Compared to the first 2 games of our brain, of what we thought we were getting of a character. And she wasn't anything like amazing, she was just kind of normal. But the thought that the normal in our heads versus the normal in Hajime Tabata's head was is just wildly ridiculous and absurd. And I guess perhaps if you're into that, then it's a thing that makes her more appealing for her to seem so vulnerable while she blows everyone away in that weird Tomb Raider reboot kind of way. But nah, man. Just nah. It really comes down to this weird feeling that I was describing when I was talking about it on the podcast, where it's like you are basically, you're using Aya, who's supposed to be the badass, but you're not. It's not like you're using her as much as you're possessing her arms to protect her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because they want you to have the feeling of protecting your pretty girlfriend from the evil monsters.
You nailed it though. That's exactly what they were saying in the interviews and stuff. Like that's what they want. You know the voice actress for Aya is Yvonne Strahovski.
Okay.
It's she did Miranda from Mass Effect.
Okay.
She was on the TV show called Chuck.
Yeah, okay, I know Chuck, yeah.
Yeah, she was one of the main characters. I've never seen.
White.
And I saw like somebody on the subreddit showed the interview of her. Like she was commenting that when she was told to do the vulnerable Aya to play the.
She was told to be vulnerable.
Yes.
And was she like sarcastically saying that, or like how was that? Did she understand how fucking weird and goofy it sounded?
She was been really humble on the interview. Like she did no sarcasm. Like she was trying to hype the game. You know?
Okay. She was told to be vulnerable. And so what's this about protection and Mamorus?
Yeah.
What did it say?
Because Raya is vulnerable, it makes you as the player, you want to protect her in your hand. In your hand, you're making sure that she doesn't get hurt.
That's fucking infuriating. That is the most bullshit, fucking stupid thing. The character you're using. I hate it. I hate everything about that. It's literally. Oh god. There's so much wrong with that mentality. In the sense that it's just like, dude, like she's self-sufficient. You're using someone that's supposed to be that capable, but you're stupid fucking waifu boaters.
CTI stands for Counter Twisted Investigation.
Counter Twisted Investigation?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not.
The T stands for Twisted?
Yes. What did you just read? What did you just do?
I'm just counting in my head that we got to 16. I thought all she had to do was deliver the line, but someone said her line delivery wasn't breathy enough. So they needed her to be breathier. So after saying, hey, this dude needs help, she had to throw out a couple, maybe 4 or 5 extra. So the count got to 16, even though it ended at 11 before. Okay, okay.
You good?
I'm getting so, like, I don't even care that much about Parasite Eve, but this is so bad that it's making me it's hurting me.
Hey, did you know Final Fantasy Dissidia Duodecim?
Yeah, Duodecim, yeah.
Duodecim, right? Lightning has a Brea costume.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
I was kid in that.
Like, everything about Tabata that I heard in reference to 13, having not played the game, has just been about how he's in multiple interviews where he talks about Lightning, like, show how much he's like in love with his own character and how like it really is this whole protection obsession with them. And yeah, the fact that you're super into 13 and its sequels is like, oh, dude, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You say it's the gameplay, and we take your word for it, but in the court of law,
it's a combat I like.
I don't know.
But I do have a problem with the story, and also like they like 80% of the game is, I feel like, it's a tutorial mode, because you're the combat is like you only unlock certain things in every chapter slowly until you get the end game, and which is the end game is the place where it's really fun to play.
I don't think the judge is gonna rule in the courts.
I'm doomed, man. I'm a fucking doomed.
I think the evidence points overwhelmingly towards Min needing severe waifuism. You're thinking.
No, I'm thinking, but I don't know.
You're hesitating to expose further incriminating evidence to the jury. Right.
I'm hesitating.
We have Exhibit A and we have an Exhibit B.
Because I don't know myself that well. I think I will admit, just the look.
You like the cute.
I like this Aya.
You like the cute girls. You like the cute girls as the protagonist. Yes.
I don't know about that.
We know.
I don't know about that.
We know that you like the cute girl protagonist.
But I do think that this Aya, she's cute.
Sure.
I like this, but I'm not gonna say anything about like the morning and stuff like that. I don't.
It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with having a cute girl as your protagonist. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like that's and you know, like, if that's what's up with Lightning too and everything, totally fine, dude. Hey, that's great. Not a problem. Not the issue. Right? The issue comes from the weird complex that like comes from in order to feel like you're protecting them, they have to sound like they are weak characters even though they are not.
Which is not what I like. They have to
sound like they are vulnerable, and they have to sound like they're incapable and like they're barely struggling to make it.
This is not what I like,
even though they are not.
Dude, badass Aya Brea from Resident Evil 1. She's cool. I liked her, but I didn't see her as a waifu material.
No, of course not.
No, but she's a better character than.
Do you remember? Do you remember the first thing that happens in the first game? She was on a date, and then the guy gets up and the shit's going down, and she pulls her fucking gun out and body checks her date out of the way so that she can fucking go on to be Parasite Eve Aya Brea. She goes on to fucking be a badass. Like, she goes, okay, that's cool, nice, good, fun date with you, but gotta go. People are dying, you know? And literally knocks the dude out of the way. Tell me, at what point would this character that we're playing as here perform that action? Strahovski plays Aya Brea, a woman with a unique ability to overdive or enter other people's bodies. She says she was intrigued by the character because of a chink in the armor. The vulnerability thing I really like. Oftentimes, you come into these characters and they're straight up really strong, confident women. I seem to have played a few of them now. Strong, confident woman, she laughs. But what I liked about Aya is that she's vulnerable at first. People can relate to her because she's more normal. She's a normal girl that's put into this situation. She's the only one that can do this overdive thing.
Yeah, that's the transcript of the video then.
Yeah,
that's what you're reading.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, she's vulnerable.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay, so she was found in Manhattan, collapsed in the snow, later identified as Aya Brea. has no memory. In her wedding dress. You want to talk about waifus?
Waifus, yeah.
Yeah. What's more waifu
This is the wife.
than literally
The
a
bride.
wife found as... Yeah, okay. And just like that, the monsters are seen the moment she is found. Yeah, okay. So there's some sort of connection between the two, but what could it possibly be? And the birth of Babel. No, the problem is that calling a monster the Twisted is such a... I'm gonna say it's very Japanese sounding because it's such a basic, non-intelligent sounding word to use for a threat. You know what I mean? Like, there's different things you can call things, and some words are elementary school words that you use in grade 1 or 2, and some words are like, you know, that's a $5 word that you use in college. It's what you come up with in grade 4 if you're like, what's the name of your evil monster? Ooh, it's the Twisted.
Okay, but...
Why is it the Twisted? Well, because, you see, on the one hand, it's a creepy version of, like, its body looks all shapen and misshapen and weird and deformed, so it's kind of like a twisted body, but mentally it's like they're evil and they're twisted as well, because twisted refers to things being mentally fucked up. So it's 2 for 1. Isn't that deep? And it's like, no, it's a stupid, shitty word you use in grade 4. Naming conventions doesn't have to be a complicated thing, right? Here's a perfect example, okay? And I know I apologize for the break in gameplay here as we do this, but I want to know. Let's go back to Parasite Eve 1.
Yeah.
And look at what the monsters in that were called.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, good idea.
Neo-mitochondrial creatures, as described as NMCs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's from second game. What's the first game?
Well, I'm looking at no, NMCs are from both games.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. At no point do you kind of just get something that is just like, it's the
Okay, I get it. I get it. Here's my counter argument.
The team, the MIST team, right, is the Mitochondrian Investigation and Suppression Team, right? It's a funny backronym, but at the end of the day, it's just neo-mitochondrial creature is a word that at least sounds like a scientist came up with it and maybe classified this new weird threat as that. And the Twisted sounds like a fucking news anchor was trying to make a you know what I mean? Or some idiot just kind of went like, what are they, man? I don't know, dude. They're so fucking creepy and scary. It's like they're twisted and evil monsters, man. Oh, dude, that's what they are. It's the fucking Twisted, bro. And you're just like really? And now the government has to name the team, and the government is gonna go, we have decided that the Counter Twisted Team, aka the Counter, insert slang word, Investigation Team, is gonna be now the official name of the thing. And it's a slang stupid word that no one scientific is gonna use.
By the way, this music is one of my favorite tracks of the game.
I can't hear it over the sound of her screaming. Oh, I thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
My memories. Eve.
Was that Kyle?
Yes.
A new record! 35!
So, wanna talk about that? Before I move on?
I honestly let's just pretend that you are, every time you hear a woman gasp, you get a huge boner, right? It makes you really excited, okay? And you're making a video game. At what point do you decide that your boner can probably take a backseat so that a coherent character can just exist and or talk or have a conversation? Like, at what point is Aya allowed to just speak normally and not gasp, like, and make these weird boner noises, so that you're still getting your boner off, right? Beginning of the cutscene, middle of the cutscene, end of the cutscene. But what I don't understand is, like, why does it have to be every single line? Like, what kind of fucked up weirdo has to make that breathy noise happen every 4 seconds, every 3 seconds? Like, whatever your thing is, it would be obvious and weird. We'd be laughing at it if she did it, like, once per cutscene, right? If every single cutscene had her going, at once, we'd be laughing about that moment because we'd be waiting for it every time. It'd be hilarious, and we'd fucking yuck it up and make a big meme out of it.
All right, but this is too much.
It happens so often that it's like, what is weirdly wrong with you that it has to go off this quick? Imagine if you were into feet, and every 2 seconds of the shot would be back down to her feet, and then her boots would get blown off, and then you'd zoom in on her toes wiggling, and then it'd go back to the action, and then you'd really show her feet again. And it'd be like, it would be weird if we focused on her feet once per cutscene. But it happens for the entire game. The entire game, top to bottom.
Maybe they tried to see your entrance and see how much you can laugh.
We can talk over this shit. We don't need to fucking waste time on the viewer getting through this. We can just go. It's okay. Do you want to get real, man?
Yeah.
You want to get real? Okay.
Okay, let's get real.
What is something that you're super into? Like, what do you think is like, yo, that's hot every time I see it? And I'll throw.
Oh, you mean in the sense of what's hot and what's not, like beauty.
And like obviously it's like when I go like, oh man, I got a huge boner over her eye being breathy. It's not even that big.
I think I have a big variety. Because it's not just linked to one thing specifically, right? So sometimes I could like girls that's a little bit like you want to protect.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Sometimes.
Why did I ask? What? Actually, it's my fault.
Okay.
It's my fault, guys. Everybody, it's my fault. I'm the one that asked, and I didn't know. But I knew secretly, deep down in some way, that this was going to happen. It's for him. He's the person they made this fucking game for. If you're mad about the existence of Parasite Eve, if this is
no, it's not my fault.
This is Min's fault. No. He's the person. He spent the entire time pretending it was just about the gameplay, and clearly you heard from his mouth right there, he likes the protection. He wants to Mamoru his waifu. He is the reason this game exists.
No, you know what? Okay, fuck it. Let's fucking expose myself. Let's fucking expose myself, alright? I said these fucking words because I was trying to be not to be disgusted about it. I'm a fucking creepy guy, right?
Okay, alright.
I dated a gothic lady girl.
In terms of style, fashion.
But the style fashion is in reference to like small girl and stuff, right?
Okay.
And I like small girl. Not saying that I'm pedophile, so let's not go there.
No, we're not going there.
No, we're not gonna go there.
We're not going there.
Alright, but I'm saying I like small girls.
Okay.
Because I'm a small person.
Okay. So
I'm a small person.
Let's use the English language to make a better word there. Just so that you're contextualizing.
So that's why, like, when I said.
So that you're not taking out of context here. When you say small, you mean in size, in stature.
In physically small.
Yes, because you're a small person.
Because I'm myself a small person. I like short girls.
You don't want someone who's taller than you necessarily.
No, I that's necessary. I like taller girl.
I think height is silly and shouldn't matter.
I'm gonna say because height is a factor to me.
Man, I'm sweating.
It's a factor to me because I'm 5'0", by the way. I'm shorter than Pac. Girls that are shorter than me, it makes me feel like, oh, maybe
you can protect them.
I can
defend them.
Not defend them.
Mamoru.
No, not even that. I think I feel like I have a better chance because I do it around the same height.
Yeah.
As opposed to somebody who's tall, much taller than me, I feel like that's never gonna happen. Okay. Even though I might be I think this girl's hot, right? If she's tall, she's hot. But I don't think she will ever be into a short guy like me. That's because that's my self-confidence. Because my self-esteem is really low.
Because she sees you as a manlet or something.
Or something. I don't know. Right? Okay, so that's where it comes from.
Okay.
That is where it comes from.
That's a very like you broke down your own psychology there and kind of explained the reasons and whatnot. That's not necessarily what I was going for per se. I wanted something on the level of like the weird breath noises because it's it's an ever-present thing.
Okay, let's talk about the breath noise, right?
Okay.
I don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me. it doesn't bother me, but I'm not annoyed to it. Because I interpret this different as you. You see this as they work the game, the directors or whatever, whoever's in charge, they want to make excessive noise to I don't know, like maybe for bonus purposes, right? But the way I see it, it's just a girl that's just breathing hard. Like I don't see it any sexualized at all. I'm just like.
We broke him. I broke him. Min's cracked. I pushed him past his limit. I'm sorry, dude. To me, especially the frequency of like this type of, it's an irregular amount, right? It's not a usual thing. And furthermore, whenever someone's being sensual, if someone's trying to be erotic, they make these types of noises, especially in particular in an anime context. Here's what I was trying to get at, right? I was gonna say like, you know what I like? I like abs. I think abs are hot.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's super awesome, right?
Yeah.
If every 4 seconds of a cutscene, the camera would pan down to show Aya's ripped abs, and then back to whatever else was happening, and then a hard cut back to her abs again, it would be really weird, you know? Or if you just zoomed in on like, I don't know, like her jiggling everywhere every 2 seconds, you know? Which, to be fair, some anime and certain games do. Senran Kagura is all about focusing on that jiggle, right? This game's built entirely around witch touching to find that jiggle. So it's not out of turn to say that like there are products that exist that offer this type of like fucking, that go this crazy when it comes to finding getting your the whatever fetish, or not fetish, but getting your tastes out in the open. We just went a lot of places.
Yeah. Are you winding down now?
I'm very comfortable. I'm just trying to pick one of the 5 or 8 things that were just thrown out into the ether and pick a path to travel down that we're gonna discuss for the next little bit.
What's up?
No, I'm just thinking, because it's like.
See, look, you made a noise yourself because you were thinking, right? But it's not excessive. We weren't thinking excessively.
No, when I went to think, I didn't go, yeah, I got a good idea. Yeah. No, because that's not how normal people behave. God, it's terrible. Leona is a tough army military girl, but then when she wears her fan service outfit that Kukri forces her to wear, she's blushing and super embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point.
Yes, I know, because they say the difference between a slutty girl, let's say, or that kind of girl, is that she's embarrassed about it. That makes a whole difference in the attitude. What is like it's acceptable.
You want to finish that thought, buddy? Because I'm letting you finish it. I'm letting you finish that thought. I got an extra shovel if you want to keep digging, but go on.
No, but I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm accepting it. It's just people are viewing it differently than porn or whatever, right?
Right. Because if she's
it's all in the attitude.
If she's not feeling ashamed, then like she's just filthy and not worthy of protection, right?
Yeah, exactly. Your word now.
As long as state your piece, do what you gotta do. As long as I don't hear the word fucking roasties or some shit like that on screen, then we're fine.
The fucking is that? I don't even know what that word is.
Yeah, you're good. Don't worry about it.
I'm good, huh?
If you don't know, then you're better off. And quite frankly, as long as I don't hear it, I think we're gonna be okay. There's a lot of weirdos out there that are very obsessed. They go the opposite way with things, right? Like, there's a lot of people out there that are, a lot of weirdos out there that are like, Aya needs to be protected and she needs to be pure. Right. And if she shows any sign of being someone that might like sex or even think about it, she is to be scorned and just discarded. She's the first character to die in the horror movie because it's the girl that likes sex, that she's not a virgin. Therefore, there's no protecting, because you're not really protecting the girl after all. It's her virginity. That's what you're really protecting.
Oh my God, really?
People who put up their dating profiles that are basically just like, I don't want to date anybody who's ever been with anyone else. I need you to be nice and perfect and healthy and pure and honest and just my perfect little princess, demure, idyllic woman, but also have zero self-confidence or sexual desires or experience whatsoever.
You're done?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't.
I mean, there's not much other things to talk about while
I know, I'm
going
stalling
through
for
the
time
game.
as you play. And when you stall for time, you say things, and sometimes your brain just kind of loses the plot a little bit. From my understanding, and I might be wrong about this, roasties is an incel term. And it makes reference to...
Roasty?
Yes, it makes reference to roast beef.
Okay.
You can then infer what you can from that. I think you're a pretty bright guy. What I'm saying
I'm not
here?
that bright, as you know me.
Okay, well, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, Min.
You're being a good friend.
I don't want to actually... Yeah, all right. There's a delicate dance that we're doing here in some ways where it's like we're going down a minefield of a conversation where it's like, uh-oh, is Min gonna accidentally fucking, I don't know, step on a landmine? Or am I?
I mean, are you saying it's a minefield for me or for you? Or for the LP?
For the LP.
Because you don't know what I'm gonna say,
I
right?
have no idea.
I am the element, the unknown element
A wild
factor.
card. An example of a landmine would be a conversation that ends with you yelling, "That's why my phone doesn't make a noise when I take a picture."
Okay, yeah.
Or, "That's why
My phone does make noise, alright? My phone makes noise. I don't have a mirror.
Just fast forward to Min going, "That's why my shoes have mirrors on them."
I'll be this exposed for a lot of things, but none of the criminal things. I'm gonna make sure of that.
All right. Not a criminal.
Not
Good.
a criminal.
Good.
I'm a good citizen.
All right, because we'd have a video editing problem.
What? What? What?
Huh?
What? Tell me. What did I do?
You didn't do anything yet. Oh my God, they were gonna get married. God damn it, Kyle sucks.
Are you lost too?
What a...
I think you said you hated him.
Kyle
from this
sucks,
game,
dude.
right?
I hate Kyle. He's the worst.
So yeah.
I hate it all.
You hate it all, and we're not even done yet.
Oh, it's exhausting, dude. My mouth hurts. I need water.
If you were playing this game, would you have stopped already?
Easily. Somewhere around grunt 200 or 300. I probably would have tapped out. This right here is the place where Parasite Eve 1, Parasite Eve 0, if you would, the book, then 1, then 2, all fit right here. But we're like, nah, don't worry about it. After the CTI murders, the next most important thing that happened, clearly, is his 3rd birthday in his life.
There were some things that we talked about that were a little bit inaccurate. We talked about how Tabata, we thought Tabata was the one who made the
Wrong name.
The wrong name. We were talking about the wrong name. It was
Toriyama.
the writer who did.
So I'd like to apologize humbly, formally. Moshe wake arimasen. I have called out the wrong person for their. What's her name? I was gonna say Cloud.
Lightning
for their lightning fetish. You ever hear about riding high on uppers followed by downers? You know what that's about? It's
like up and down.
Yeah, like uppers like cocaine, and downers like alcohol.
Okay.
Right. So I'm riding high on the uppers that is known as the finale of the Wonderful 101. You see, and that took a whole lot of dopamine out of my system, dopamine.
Yeah.
And now we're going full on downers. So I'm going from my coke high over to my shots of Jack, which is this game right here.
If you could overdive into the past and you want to make as much impact to the humanity,
where would I go? What would I do?
What would you do to make the biggest impact on humanity?
I would overdive back to my own birth and cancel it, so that this moment right here didn't have to happen. That's the biggest impact on humanity I can imagine.
No, that's the biggest impact on yourself, dude. You might as well just go back to the past and because you can control anyone, right? So you might as well dive into your parents and stop yourself from getting born.
There was a joke about like, hey, time travel is awesome if you're white, because if you're not, How about we keep it around, like, I don't know, 1985, which coincidentally is the year I was born. So, if you really want to think about it, if you want to get really real with it, why the fuck would I go back to a time when people probably want me dead?
You're not going as yourself. You're doing somebody's body.
So
you can fuck somebody up by doing that.
So it's time travel and overdive?
Yeah.
Both, you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. If you had the overdive ability and to go to the past.
The trajectory of our planet is one that is actually terrifying to modify because, like, killing baby Hitler, what does that mean? We never learned the lesson of how horrible people can be. Oh god, okay, that's a bad place to walk down. Okay.
No, I was just putting that as an opportunity. You would have to explore it. All I'm saying is that it would make an impact into the world. I'm not saying for the good or for the bad. It would change the world.
Like, live on WoolieVersus, discussions about how undoing the Holocaust would be a mistake. Let's not save all those people so that we can live the way we do now. Nah, man, I don't know. It's hard to say because I feel like on the one hand, I kind of just want to hot tub time machine it. They go back to the past and then basically just the dudes in the past like invests in Google. He invents Google. He invents Microsoft. He invents
taking credit for all the work, but for himself.
And then he brings music from the future into the past as well, and just basically becomes a super person.
Yes.
Super celebrity, and he becomes like super powerful and crazy. He's the Bill Gates and the Bezos and the Elon Musk all in one person. But the other question, and the real one that would probably be really interesting, would be to head back to goddamn Jerusalem and just go find that dude on the cross and just be like, hey man, you got powers or what? You know? And just kind of hang out and see if he actually came out of that tomb 3 days later, you know? Or just follow beforehand and kind of see it's like, okay, hold on a second. Are you actually turning water into wine? and then pulling out infinite fish and bread? Or are you kind of just exaggerating while giving people good advice? You know? Because chances are, back then, we were really, really stupid.
Yeah.
And someone who had really good advice for just living in general could have been seen as, you know, a divine being for just having some solid, like, hey, don't treat people like shit.
You know, some people, like you yourself actually, have a browser open a lot of tabs for whatever reason, right?
Yep.
And there was one time I was over at a friend's place, and that was a long time ago.
Wow, the drama of this immediately fucking went super low stakes. I thought something real and serious was coming up, and then you started talking about browser tabs.
I was checking some. I needed to check my email, and back then when I didn't have a smartphone, a tablet, or whatever, so I needed to check my email. So I asked him if I could check my email on his PC, and I was like, all right, fine. So I opened the browser, and there was like millions of tabs there. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I was idiot. So I was like, I closed all the tabs so I could open my own and to check my email. And after I was done with that, I was like, thanks, you know. And then my friend came back and it's like, hey, what happened to all the tabs I had open? I was like, the browser crashed. I'm sorry. And there was no recovery for that? Oh no, I'm sorry. And that person, that friend, oh yeah, cool. He was like, I don't know, for half an hour sitting on his bed, I'm all depressed because apparently I must have closed something. There was no history back then.
Yeah, so you got rid of all of this shit.
Yes, and he was like really depressed or something, like he really looked bad. And I was like, damn, I fucked up. Like, I fucked up.
Gotcha.
Does that sound familiar to you, Woolie?
It doesn't.
It doesn't? Because that was you.
Oh! The twist! The Twisted!
I'm sorry, Woolie.
The Twisted was inside you all along. It was the plot twist. Wow. You destroyed my tabs and I never got them back, huh?
No.
And you lied and you said it was...
I felt so bad. You know, I was covered. I couldn't tell you that was my...
Holy shit.
That I actually closed it on purpose, like, because I was like, what the fuck? There's so many times.
Wow. Well, Revelatons are happening today. That's pretty impressive. You know what? I admire the gall to sack up 10 years later and admit what happened. That's pretty big of you.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, more like, sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, hey man, you eventually, it took a while, but you did the right thing. You're still fired as fuck, by the way.
Oh,
pack up your things and give me back my videos.
All right, let's just finish this and then you can fire me.
I think you're super done. You'll never edit in this town again. However, I do admire the integrity to eventually get around to this confession in the middle of a Parasite Eve 3rd birthday LP. That was the right time to really let me know that you closed all my tabs, bro. You killed my tabs, man. So did you read about Toriyama properly then?
No, all I know is that he's a writer, and Nomura was the one who wanted clove damage.
Yeah.
Explosion was a success.
You know that previously I talked about how they had we thought we didn't have any rights for Parasite Eve,
Yes.
but it was not that.
Yeah, I think Shinazur was able to figure out that they actually still did have, like, there was no sign that they didn't have the ability to make Parasite Eve.
They just they removed the name Parasite Eve because the game style and plot was completely different.
Yeah. So it truly is a Gaiden.
It was literally a spin-off. They call
Yeah.
it a spin-off.
Yeah. Or a twist off. Wop wop wop.
Or
I wish I could twist off my head right now with a long rope. I have to say, I'm very happy. I'm quite chuffed to see that we're attacking Kyle. However, we're attacking him for all the wrong reasons.
for what reasons,
I mean, I always knew he was a giant fucking monstrous douchebag,
right?
but I didn't mean literally. Bring him back to normal so we can fucking shoot him in the
Want to
balls
die?
proper. Yay!
High five!
The evil is defeated.
You would overdive into the past to kill a gal, right?
Oh my god. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Just fucking... Yeah, see? Proper Kill Bill moment. It was the FBI? Wait, what actually? The fuck?
I didn't.
Nani Sora.
The doors to zero have been opened.
Oh my god.
Itachi was alive!
I can't believe it. The man with the Itachi lines turned out to say the evil thing. He did not die. With the long hair and the evil facial expressions and the creep voice. We trusted him.
You got bamboozled. You never knew it coming.
I just betrayed. Absolutely bamboozled. Martin Luther King style. That's correct. Martin Luther King. God damn it. Malcolm X. Oh,
I unlocked it! I unlocked it!
Here we go. It's all been for this. Wow. Amen.
Yo,
You're rehired.
I'm behind. Alright.
This is the whole budget. This is literally the entire budget right here.
And it's even better than the Parasite Eve 2.
Oh my god. Really? Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Uh-oh. YouTube.
Do we have to censor this?
Yikes. May not be suitable for all advertisers. Hey dude, last time you took a shower, did you lean up against the glass and slowly caress yourself like that?
Of course.
Okay, cool, just checking, me too.
In the earlier in the game, she was like a newbie. she was like, I lost my, I got an injury, I'm a rookie, right?
Yep.
So that's why they were showing the vulnerable side. But now she's more confident, and I think that's the reason why. Because now that she's starting to regain some of the memory back. She's more confident, and she does make lot less of these moaning noise.
All right, well, here's the thing, you see, man. You're an alright guy.
Yeah.
Right? You're generally an alright guy,
Right.
but you're full of shit.
You're full of shit.
You're full of shit.
I admit, I'm full of shit.
Because the cutscene right before that with Kyle consisted of 32, aka the all-time high for Aya grunts. Hey, you know what's a game that has a plot where you have to go back into time to save the world from extinction based on like weird monsters attacking everything? Into the Breach.
I'm going to the Grand Babel.
The Breach?
Into the
I'm
Breach,
gonna
ever heard
fight
of it?
with Hyde.
Yes,
New
you
York has been
did
overrun by
a
the
video
Twisted.
with Pat with
The
that.
Sure
remaining
did.
Troops are waiting at the Grand Babel.
It has
but
infinite less shower scenes, infinite more mecha.
count
God, I
and
feel so
remain there
bad for this
for some time.
franchise.
The size of the
Because
device
unless
required
this
would be
ending is like
proportional to-
literally none of this ever happened,
All right.
you fucked the
I get
whole
it.
world up so that you
Why
can't
would the
even go back to a
Twisted
normal
create such a
Parasite
thing?
Eve 3 without a twisted apocalypse
instinct.
involved. I feel like Aya needs to fall into a live stream and
How
just
did
pop
the
out in
Hymens
like
come to
another
be?
game for a while.
I have no clue.
Just to save her from this
lying.
fucking nightmare.
science-
If Hyde Boar turns out to be a fucking just,
Wait a minute, the Sephiroth, right?
you know what I mean? Like with a choir behind him and just shooting fucking
that would
Angel-
be very, very square.
shooting
Square thing.
angel lasers out of his asshole.
Dude, what you just described is just Final Fantasy.
God, I fucking like I feel it, you know? I feel like we're seconds away from that. And then his phase 2 is like actually like it's like an angel, but it's like a monster. Oh no, the wings go from being angel wings to demon wings. And now his weird texture gets all leathery. $5 that he's gonna offer Aya to join him before he attacks you.
$5, eh?
$5.
I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that little bit.
$5 that he's gonna ask, he's gonna say, join me before you have to kill him for being a fucking stupid ass weirdo.
See that guy being taken over there? He's gonna transform.
Into?
Twisted.
Oh. So you can lose your own
Now I
name.
have to kill them.
So this is revealing to you where the Twisted come from. It's people! The Twisted are people the whole time. Dude, that's crazy. I never saw it coming. What a
What a twist!
twist.
Right?
If you had to guess what the Metacritic score for the third birthday was,
High. Well, average. Good. 70.
what would you think it was?
No, I already checked.
Oh, you checked.
Well, I think I checked. It's a
Oh.
good score. It's like 80 or something.
When did you go? When did you check? Before we started?
Yeah, before we started.
Why? To make sure that it was bad?
I don't know why I checked because and I think it's one of those things where the critics think the game is good, but the fans hate it. I'm being honest with you. I think this game is good, but the story is bad. But a game is not just a story. It's not just dialogue. If a game is fun, it doesn't matter too, you know? But there's multiple factors to this. I think for a PSP game, it's a good shooter. Really nice graphics for a PSP, you know, like things like that, right? But the story sucks. That's why everyone hates it.
You know, man, that's ironic because I think you're a good person. I mean, your opinion sucks, but there's not all that is to a person. You can have awful opinions, kind of like awful story, but still be a good person, like having good gameplay.
Yeah.
I kid. The Metascore is 71, but the user score is 6.1. I expected it to be below 50. Somehow, a website like Game Chronicles says that it probably would have played a lot better and had a wider audience on the PS3. I would have commended Square Enix for publishing a fantastic sequel, an exceptional gameplay experience on the PSP for any fan of the genre. Definitely check it out. Video Gamer says, old-timer followers of the series will be put off by the shooter-driven gameplay, but despite having the structure of something very standard, it has a deceptively creative center. ZTGD. The third birthday is still one of my favorite titles. Playing it again on the Vita reinforced my love of the series. when the PS1 title started working on the Vita, I had my Brea trilogy in one place to play at my leisure. And the new game is a radical departure from the gameplay, but it fits right in with the theme of the series as a whole. Now, in the user reviews, that's a whole other book of worms. I mean, we got JD Nader over here that says it's refreshing, polished, and I fancy Aya. Seriously though, it's got a wicked style and nice controls for PSP, and the level up system is very engaging. I should have probably done that with an accent, because he fancies Aya. You know, if you were to take a look over at the Parasite Eve 1 Metacritic, you'd see an 81 based on professional reviews, but a 9 based on user reviews. Here's something interesting. 0 negative reviews for Parasite Eve 1.
Nice.
Both professionally and user. Now, I know that you don't think fondly of 2, but it did get a 79, which, and then an 8.9 in user scores.
Yeah.
And it, too, has 0 negative ratings on the professional side, but it has 4 on the user side, with 104 positive. Oh wait, no, 0 negative reviews, excuse me.
You know, my opinions is often controversial, and people think like that what I'm saying, people mistake what I mean. Just because I like something doesn't mean I know that I'm saying it's good.
Do you have an example besides this very game? Do you want to talk about DMC2 again?
People keeps thinking that DMC2 is my favorite game.
Okay.
For some reason, that rumor never goes out.
You know
remember why it made such an impact on you guys when I talk about DMC2?
Yeah.
And how you hyperbole it? Do you remember what I said? I didn't say it was my favorite, but I say something that was very controversial. I prefer DMC2 over DMC3.
That's what you said.
That's what you said, and then that got overblown.
Yep.
Because what I said and basically to you what you heard is DMC2 is the best.
Because DMC3 is the best. So,
at the time, yeah. So that's what I mean. People interpret my words differently than what I'm saying,
right.
and sometimes I.
Welcome to the game, Min. Because like, hey, there's a lot of lore out there about me. Guess what? Overwhelming majority of it is kind of just random nonsense that Matt and Pat came out with in their LPs.
Yeah.
Because, spoiler alert, now that Best Friends is over, they had nothing else to talk about, so they talked shit about me because I was the friend they had in common. In retrospect, looking back at it now, you can see it for what it was. And some of it's hilarious, and some of it is tired. And you know, like in some cases, people throw it at me anyway. So I can hear the exhaustion in your voice in the same way that I have the exhaustion.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, every time
Welcome to the club.
Every time I bring it up, you know, it's the same as me hearing about how Woolie loves to kill animals or steals pies. What a liar. Grab that O-face from Google and post it everywhere. Isn't it hilarious? Did you see the video of the guy reading the storybook of Woolie the Liar Stole My Pie? Did you see the new video? Did you see it though? It's a reading of him stealing. It's a reading of Woolie the Liar Stole My Pie for children. Did you see it? Did you see it though?
No.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, you might not have seen it, but here it is. So the problem is, of course, is that like, you know, people that are kind of just like doing things in good fun. It's not malicious intent. They're just laughing at a joke and just they've heard it once or twice, so it's pretty funny. They haven't heard it literally over 1,000 times. That lore, that stuff, is so unbelievably tired, especially because it was so early on when people knew nothing else about me. So my entire character, quote unquote, was born from Woolie the Liar Stole My Pie, When's Marvel, and threesome and fighting games, right? Oh, he played Street Fighter instead of coming to record Kirby's Epic Yarn. And that was it. So, you know, for a while you kind of have nothing to go on, and it is what it is. So it's not surprising that after years, it just got really, really tiring. I don't mind embarrassing photos of me, and I definitely, like, I embarrass myself. I don't have shame. I fucking did JoJo underwear photo shoots for my content. You know what I mean? Like, I have the intro to this very LP consists of me making really uncomfortable noises, zooming in really uncomfortably up to my face, and making people feel really weird about themselves. I'm very willing to throw myself under the bus for the goof.
One thing I would have to say, I respect Pat in that. he revels in that. He loves that like everyone's making fun of him because I don't know, but
Making fun of him?
yeah, making fun of him.
Right?
Yeah, that's his thing. He loves being people making fun of him.
Yeah. Is that in contrast to me?
I would say so. Yeah.
I mean, dude, I definitely wouldn't film myself doing embarrassing things if I didn't encourage me being made fun of in these ways. Like, it's hilarious, you know?
Because I see, like, for example, he does often, when people make memes of him and edit the memes like that, making fun of him,
Yeah.
he shares them. He like, I don't know, it's just...
Yeah. Sorry, I just,
Alright.
I retweet just about every fan art that comes my way as well. I guess I'm trying to figure out, like, do you think that, like, I don't feel that way? I'm trying to understand if that's what you mean.
I think you have a lighter skin than Pat. Well, in
You
combination-
are crazy.
I am?
Oh, wow. Okay, I mean, I understand the irony of saying that in response to that sentence, but, Min, okay,
See what I mean?
I
Because
do.
I don't know Pat as much as you do.
Yeah.
So maybe my view of him might be
No, it's
wrong.
not about that as much as I just think you might not necessarily know just how much I've been the butt of the joke for how many years.
Okay.
Like you might not have the full picture on it, right?
Okay.
Literally from 2011 till about 2017 or so, like every joke was just about how awful and like it was just I'm the punchline. I definitely had to develop thick skin to deal with the fact that I was the
maybe the
punchline.
word of developing a skin is different, but the way I was actually trying to say, and as I explained that so well, is that when you're the butt of the joke,
Yeah.
right? It's let's say humiliating. It could be humiliating, right? But the way I see Pat, it feels like he's like, all right, come in, send all the butt jokes to me. He's like, he welcomes it, but you don't welcome it. You don't welcome. You're like, oh, okay, that's funny or not funny, wow. But you're not like, all right, bring it on, bring everything the jokes on me. You don't welcome people to do that.
Interesting. Okay.
Am I right?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong, because if I think about myself, I think of the many times where I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely like the absolute butt of the joke and totally embracing that in some ways. But the stuff that I was trying to talk about in the beginning with the tired jokes was a matter of just like you said, making fun of names, for example. Like at a certain point, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, keep making fun of my name, because you're just like, I'm really tired of hearing that, you know?
Right.
So you understand the difference between the two?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the
I
same-
went at a tangent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I also think that it's ironic because defending how thick-skinned you are is ironically literally just calling you out for being thin-skinned. It's literally the thinnest skin thing you can do when someone says you have thin skin is to say, no, I have thick skin. So like the irony is not lost on me. And I think it's hilarious that's the case. Yeah, dude, nah, man. Like I said, I pull my pants off for these videos. I don't give a shit. I deep-throated a banana in one of the videos that the Donkey Kong video that we did with Mad. Shit gets pretty embarrassing, you know? But if it's funnier than it is embarrassing, then you have to do it. You have to go for it.
Are you ready, Woody?
For
The finale, because we're getting there.
I have got post-tattoo endorphins flowing through my body right now.
You don't feel so great, right?
I'm in the perfect mental state to just sit back and let the world happen to me.
Let the end of the world.
Yep.
And then-
I'm real passive right now.
What are you laughing about?
Come on.
That are important to me.
Important to me.
I gave
My
them
nakama.
freedom to doubt.
My friend.
The memories you don't have. He just teleported. Oh, really? Really? He can just swing?
Scared I am.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck off. Fuck you. That's stupid. I'm holding my tongue. Because there's two stupid things this could be. And they were both standing right there.
Whatever it is, I'm sure this game is smarter than you think.
Is it?
No.
So you shot Eve. Why'd you do that?
The ability to overdive is not yours alone, but also shared by others.
So someone dove into you. There's two things I'm holding my fingers to the wind on. One is the possibility that someone dove into her and made her do the things. And the other is, well, no, they just deconfirmed that. So thank God. For a second, it sounded like Hyde Boar is one of the two people standing in the church, either Kyle or the priest, because he says, I wake up in the church, but then we saw them run up to Eve's body.
So basically, everyone who ran up to Bea's body, they're all the high ones.
Yes.
Yes, so Eve, the mother,
Yes.
created the high ones who were all apparent there.
But what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Little girl Eve, who was your little sister, who was innocent all along, I guess it turned out to not be so innocent. Like, it's a mystery that I don't care about the answer. Because it's, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... Anyway, just let it be its thing. Just let it happen. I really honestly just mentally keep getting ripped out because I just think about the people that really like those first two games, and I just feel so sorry for them. I really feel bad.
Okay, well, I said the other day, I think this game is good, and I still stand by it because.
Are you having fun right now? Is this what fun looks like in Min's house? If I were to walk into Min's house at any given day, and I saw this.
This sequence now is not fun because I'm not using the right weapon. I agree. I would agree with that.
This is what you.
But what I'm saying is that a game is not just a story. It has graphics. It has music.
Yeah.
It has.
Which is why I'm talking about raw gameplay right now.
But it's not just.
You already heard my opinion on the story. Right. I'm just saying, gameplay-wise, are you having fun?
Right now, no.
Okay. I like how her cutscene closes damage no matter what.
I want
it's not even what I'm wearing.
Exactly.
Because that's an FMV.
Yeah.
That's all.
Her sexy damage is baked into the game. They're floating and he's fighting them. It's everyone you care about. They've been here.
They've been here all along.
Beside you. Time has stopped and he's just controlling their bodies now? Is that what I'm...
The innocent people. Right?
Yeah. Like what is...
You know, a lot of things about video games... I cannot... Okay,
what is he actually doing right now to make those people do that? Like, do you actually have an explanation for what is happening to the innocent people?
No, I was gonna say, you know, a lot of things from... I think generally speaking, I'm a person who just hand wave things, you know, like, if it doesn't explain, I don't give a shit. I don't care, you know. I take it for what it is. Like, my justification is that it's because it is. It's...
Right. But I guess my only question there is, like, at that point, don't you say, "Man, this is so dumb, but I like it"?
Yes.
As opposed.
I think I don't know if I've been clear yet, but from the beginning, this is dumb, and I fucking love it.
Okay.
But I don't love it because it's dumb.
The sequence you love,
It's my favorite sequence.
Just treat it like, you know, Virgil doing all of his helm splitters to you. In Virgil 3, it's just the same thing. It's like you kind of stop the really cool fight. Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Let me stop you right there. Do you really want to make reference of DMC into this game?
Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm saying this is just like Virgil 3 when he starts doing helm splitter, helm splitter, helm splitter, and you just have to dodge for a while because it's at the peak of its hype. And honestly, you're like, oh shit, if I fuck up, I'm gonna die here. You know, it's all it is. It's just one of those boss phases. That's all.
Okay.
We've seen this before.
All I'm saying
is that
if I hate this game so much, I would try not to make it an association to my series that I love so much.
Well, that's the joke, man.
God damn it, man. I'll never know when you're fucking joking.
Oh my goodness, just like Kill Bill. The priest did nothing wrong!
So remind me something. In Kill Bill, was it mercenaries or there was cops?
It was Bill's men.
So it was not cops, so that's different.
No, yes. But I mean the Wedding Day Massacre. Right. Poor priest. What did he do wrong? Well, we all know what he actually did wrong, so
No, let's not go there.
he had it coming. I don't feel that bad about it anymore. Don't worry about that. Oh. That's the Aya we know. Oh, she didn't do it. She just looked over while the gun was pointed. Wait, she did do it. She just aimed too hard.
Aya.
Oh! You
So
dived
fast
into Aya?
repeats itself.
And then you shot
Oh,
yourself?
great Mother Eve.
Fucking called that shit early on, I guess I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
The very
You are
first
Eve
second we
Brea.
saw him.
Time 0 is when you dove into Aya's body, and that is when your memory was taken from you.
No, I think I said somewhere in an early episode that it's probably I'm playing as Eve the whole time.
Yeah, but you thought it was Eve growing up who looked at Aya.
Yeah, and then it turns out
And which
I
is,
didn't guess
which
that.
Is, which is close, but this is worse.
Aya Brea's soul, it was destroyed.
Oh, fuck off.
You're lying!
Fuck you, video game. Are you fucking
Woody's
kidding me?
kicking the table right now.
Are you fucking serious? You killed Aya for your stupid shit? Actually? You ruined the franchise? You literally just ruined it?
That's what happened at Time 0.
Fuck this!
Fragments of Aya's soul
Fuck this
scattered
game!
to all corners of time and space, only to become reborn as what we call the Twisted. And that is Time 0.
Does your tattoo still hurt?
This is...
Or now you have a bigger
The
pain?
cycle
In-
repeats itself. But there's
you
no
heard
I'm like
So,
Sagat. My scar
this is where a
bleeds.
chain goes.
I stopped counting at 20, by the way.
I know.
You can just become.
I'll count your moan.
Become a part of me.
Let's
This is the worst sequel. Because, oh, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Devil May Cry 2 in all its garbage, yay!
Leave her alone.
We live in a sad world where you think Devil May Cry 2 is better than something.
I was about to say,
It's already been destroyed.
like, at least that had the
Sweet
decency
dreams.
to have Dante in it. Okay, here she is.
She's a cool one now.
Combo breaker.
The cool one.
Interrupted. Wooly interrupted. If this game actually kills Aya, this is unforgivable. This is a whole other level of like, not only is it the worst game ever,
one who-
it literally murders the character you gave a shit about.
You need to aim here.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! You
now.
just undid it! I was in the middle of giving you a chance!
You got the bamboozle twice!
I was just giving you a chance! She makes all the baby noises. Aya speaks with confidence and doesn't do that.
That's the only point where I said that.
That's the reason why she's going the whole time.
She's a
Because
kid.
she's a
'Cause
kid.
fucking
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah. Wow. They had a reason for it all along. Besides, what's his name's boner. How did they get back here without the time machine?
After I beat the last boss, I beat the queen and I
one
went
who
back
can end this
from
is
some
you.
reason. I don't know. No explanation.
Cool.
Yeah. See? That's what I mean. Like,
Cool.
I think it's a fact. No, I don't need explanation.
For sure. No doubt.
Okay, so
Wow. Sisterly love. So they switched bodies.
yeah. And
Now,
I understand. I'm with you. I'm with you on this point. Why the fuck do we have to shoot her? Like, she's alive, right? Why the fuck do we have to do that, right? I mean, maybe because we have to prevent Twisted and Ohio I want. But look at this. At this point of the game, when I was playing, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm not shooting. Because the game is telling me I have to shoot. So I'm like, nope, I'm not touching the controller.
and then
Let's just do that.
Yeah.
We're not touching the controller.
This-
So that's the same thing.
makes a fucking mockery of one of the greatest conclusions to a video game ever, in my opinion.
Okay.
Snake Eaters got one of the strongest closes ever, and it's probably my favorite in the entire fucking franchise.
By the way, I didn't shoot.
I know, you put the controller down and,
Yes.
it
It is not like, oh, you're not shooting? We'll shoot for you.
The music ran out.
Yeah.
You fucked me up.
Yeah.
Of course.
You bring it back for a second.
That our love is
You
eternal.
blow it up again. You make Kyle some fucking jack off her actual husband. Then you throw Eve back inside of her body.
Hey, boy.
And now you're using her puppeted corpse for your stupid new version of the character. And Eve is acting like she loves Kyle. Is she Motoko Kusanagi? Motoko?
Ghost in the Shell.
Mokogo? God damn it, I'm fucking riled up. I'm
Mokoto. Motoko. Wait, yes.
Motoko Kusanagi.
She has a
It's not Makoto.
Makoto. I know.
Yeah, I know.
It's because
Is she the ghost without a shell now? Why do we have to puppet Aya's corpse around? You killed her. You ruined the franchise. What's the point of putting the dumb baby inside of her brain and using that?
See, there's a time there. It did. That's a new timeline.
So she fixed the timeline.
Except that Aya is not there. The real Aya is not there.
So Eve is possessing Aya right now.
Yes.
And marrying Kyle. What the fuck? I can't deal. I can't. Is this
How's your back pain? You said you wanted to focus on that, right?
He knows.
He knows. So that makes it a whole new level of creepiness.
But is it like she never existed?
I want you to live
She
your
did.
own life.
She did exist.
No, he knows.
We'll
She
watch
knows.
over you.
This dude has 2 rings, wedding rings. He's married to
so-
both sisters.
So Eve just secretly was jealous of her sister the whole time? Is that what we're getting here?
No, I think it's more like in the place of Aya, she will be happy for in her steed or something like that. Like Eve never had malicious
This
intent
is
or malicious
disgusting.
feelings, right? So jealousy should not be a feeling that she had.
I'm talking about what this game does to a franchise. This is
blasphemy.
this is the peak. This is the worst I've ever seen.
If I'm in theater right now, I would cheer, I would clap.
Game of Thrones deserves that fucking Emmy at this point. Give it to him. Holy shit. Man, what is wrong with you?
No, what is wrong with me? What is? I wanted you to suffer because everyone wanted you to say that. Look, man, I did it for the viewers. I did that for the fucking viewers.
You have no regrets and you die with a clean and pure heart.
No. I hate it too, right? I just kept it to myself, but I hate it too. I just wanted to spoil for you.
Did you wear all white today because you knew you were attending your own funeral? Is that why you wore all white today?
Yeah, I'm all blood all over me.
You knew that you would be buried on this day?
And there's a little part of me. It's a little bit of relief that throughout the whole game where I hated an Aya, I was actually hating Eve.
Yes,
so I felt like at least that's my little denial.
I was in the middle of trying to get that out of
until they fuck it up.
I was trying to say, oh, at least you had a reason for all of that awfulness and the counter until I fucking got blown away by the 3-hit.
So that was just my little let's say how do you say that? Not the relief, but like consolation. My little consolation that holds this whole time where I was hating on Aya, I was hating Eve.
You literally ruined both characters here, even though I had no connection or care for Eve as a person to begin with. She's just the last boss of the second game. You take all of that away and just sully everything. There's no salvage point here. There's nothing you can do except for pretend this doesn't exist.
They didn't just bury the body into the ground. They burn it into the crisp, into ashes.
And these are the people that went on to make the Lightning games. I can't this is franchise assassination. It's not character assassination. This is franchise killed. This is the peak. This is the worst I've ever seen. You literally leave no room for anything else.
So I recorded some footage of of costume that you unlock after beating the game.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? We don't care.
Really? Because I'm just like, oh, what we got now is, I know you told me and I saw the pictures. So now we've got dead Aya's puppeted body by her little sister wearing a nurse's outfit, wearing a maid uniform, wearing a buddy costume, and a Cheongsam. Yeah! What's the best way to get your own personal Aya? Fucking
Toriyama.
Toriyama?
Yeah.
You put someone else inside. Is she too old for you Did you need a younger sister inside of your Aya? Oh my god, Min, this is the worst it's ever been.
Oh, let's just fucking end this right there, man. Okay, alright.
I am so sorry to anyone out there that loves Parasite Eve 1 or 2
Including
more
yourself?
than me.
Me, myself?
More than me.
Well,
no.
I mean,
because
okay,
I'm not.
not
I'm,
at least- at
I'm
least
a
I feel
new
like-
fan. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the Aya we love. That's the Aya Brea that we want to remember till the end of time, because we'll never see her again because she's fucking dead. But this is how she will be remembered. Can we get a nice? Can we go back to yeah? That's what it's all about, you know? That's where the journey ends, quite frankly. Holy fuck, dude. All right, we're done. No, that just, yeah, okay, stop button.